So I wanted to talk today about lemons. So lemons are a magical fruit. I think that they are underappreciated. So you can also use limes, but I like to mix them together actually because I like the taste of limes and I like the taste of lemons, so I actually mix them together. But two of these guys has enough vitamin C for your daily vitamin C allowance. And we know, we're hearing in the news how important vitamin C is for the immune system. Vitamin C is super important for the liver, it's important for the adrenal glands, it's important for your immune system, just about everything in your body. But I want to focus on some other aspects of lemons. I have been detoxing for about 45 days in a very, very simple, very healthy, and very mild detox that has been extremely effective. This has actually been the most effective thing that I've done in the almost 2 decades that I've been a nutritional consultant and nutritionist. So one of the most significant things about citrus fruits and lemons in particular is that the citric acid dissolves calcium. And so things like kidney stones and gallstones. So if your stones in your kidneys are made out of calcium or out of oxalates, the citric acid over time will actually dissolve the calcium in those stones, or at least prevent them from growing and becoming bigger. And that's really, really significant because you can literally dissolve kidney stones and gallstones just by consuming enough lemon in water. And also with this, the citric acid with it mobilizes calcium. And so people like me who've had a lot of stiffness in our joints and in our body and pain in our body, I've had pain for a really long time, it mobilizes calcium because a lot of times we get these buildup of this calcium buildup in our joints and in our soft tissues. And so by consuming enough lemons, you actually will mobilize that calcium out of the soft tissue and into the blood, and then your body's able to eliminate it or to use it properly so that it doesn't get stuck in your tissues and in your joints and cause that kind of pain. Another amazing thing about lemons, but they detox your liver. And I think a lot of us have heard that it's just a really good thing to wake up in the morning and have some lemon in water, and especially hot water. And it's a wonderful thing. It will actually stimulate the digestion and the digestive tract. It will actually help your stomach with the acid content so that you'll better digest your food, and it'll stimulate your stomach and your digestive juices so that you break down your food better. And then in doing that, it helps your liver. And then also it actually stimulates the production of glutathione. And glutathione is produced in one of the places produced in your liver, and it's very, very important for being able to detox. Our liver is the filter in our body, and it detoxes all the chemicals and all the poisons and all of the food additives and the preservatives and the fragrances and the pesticides, all these crazy things that we're exposed to: cigarette smoke, exhaust, cleaning fluid like your house, cleaning products, beauty products. So your liver, your filter has to digest it and detox it all. And so helping with the production of glutathione is really, really important. So believe it or not, drinking lemon water will help your liver in the production of glutathione in the detox process. It's also an antioxidant, and we definitely need antioxidants in our body to collect all those free radicals and assist the liver in that aspect. And it protects against liver damage, and it's anti-inflammatory. So we've all heard about fatty liver and fatty liver disease, and you don't just have to be an alcoholic to have a fatty liver. This is happening left and right. It's just happening all over the place right now with the type of lifestyles that we're living and the foods that we're eating. And so anything that's going to bring down inflammation in the body is going to be really beneficial for us. It's going to be beneficial for our liver. It's going to be beneficial for all the cells of our body. It's going to be beneficial for our immune system. It's going to be beneficial for our joints and pain and all the above. The other thing about lemons is most of us have heard that it's really good to consume lemons and lemon water when you have a fever. And I don't know how many people out there actually understand why it's so beneficial and so important to consume lemons or lemon water when you have a fever. And the reason is that it mobilizes calcium. And so we need calcium in our bloodstream when we have a fever, because that's what the white blood cells use in order to fight the pathogens. So we want the body to dump calcium from our soft tissues, from our joints, from our bones, from wherever, into our bloodstream to feed the white blood cells so that they can fight off the pathogens, and then we don't continue to be infected and we recover quickly, and then our fever will break. So I actually give calcium lactate to myself or my husband if we have a fever. So we don't use Tylenol, we don't use any medication whatsoever, but I do give pretty regular doses of calcium lactate, and only use calcium lactate. I use it from Standard Process. Don't use calcium carbonate, it won't work. You just want to use calcium lactate when you have a fever, and it will help to bring that fever down. Now, having said all of that, I just want to put in here, I'm not a medical doctor and I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just sharing some chemistry and some biology and some things that are proven to work. And I'm just sharing that with you. Now, one of the things that happens when you eat or drink a lot of lemons is that your teeth can get really sensitive, and that definitely happened to me. And so there's a few things that you can do to help in that situation. One is just drink it through a straw. This happens to be a stainless steel straw, and I thought it would be weird with like the citric acid, and it wasn't at all. It didn't like get like a metal taste in my mouth, nothing like that. There's also glass straws and there's silicone straws. Just avoid plastic. I mean, plastic isn't good anyway, but you don't want something acid going through a plastic thing like a straw, because it will actually pick up some of that plastic and put it into your body. So you just want to keep your body as clean as possible. So you can drink it quickly through a straw and swallow it. So you don't want it to like sit in your mouth and on your teeth. So if you drink it through a straw, don't leisurely drink it through a straw. Like sip it quickly and swallow quickly, so that you're not letting the acid, the citric acid from the lemon, sitting on your teeth. Now, you're still gonna have some acid in your mouth and on your teeth. And if you're like me, where my teeth are super sensitive, I figured out a few things. One is, when you're finished drinking your lemon water, immediately drink some plain water, some good quality plain water, and rinse it around in your mouth. And that way you can dilute some of the acid. Now, another trick though is actually go get some baking soda and actually hold water with baking soda in your mouth. It's actually very, very alkaline. And so because the acid from the lemon is so acidic and you want to neutralize that, you want to do something that's very alkaline, and baking soda is extremely alkaline. So I just hold the baking soda in my mouth, and I don't really know how long, a minute, something like that. And you can swallow it or you can spit it out, whichever you prefer. But do not brush your teeth with baking soda. This is a mistake that I've made in the past. It's a very common recommendation and by people in the natural health world, but it's actually too abrasive for the enamel in your teeth. So don't use baking soda to brush your teeth. I use coconut oil. Actually, coconut oil is fantastic for swishing in your mouth and brushing your teeth and things like that. And then don't brush your teeth immediately after consuming something acidic like lemons. You actually want to wait. You know, ideally, in an ideal world, you might wait about 2 hours. I don't know how realistic that is for you if you've got to run out the door, but at least try to wait a half an hour or more. So rinse with water, use some baking soda, just holding it, not brushing with baking soda, and then try to wait a half an hour or more. So hopefully this was helpful. I have a lot of fun doing this. I have a lot of fun studying. I have a lot of fun learning about the body. I've been doing this for almost 2 decades. So I decided to make some videos to hopefully benefit you and give you some tips that are real and that are easy and that work. Okay, thanks.